Hi everyone, I'm back with another Happy Mail and a haul. I got some wood stamps and some Happy Mail today, and this is actually from my crafty friend Chris. Chris, if you're watching, thanks for the stamps. She sent this really cute card too, and it's you can see it's a wishing well because one of the stamps that she actually sent me is a wishing well. And I've never made a card like this. Well, that's not true. I think Anna Griffin had a card kit that I used, but I haven't made one from scratch like this. See how it opens? And it's got the little band there, so you can stand it up too. Really, really cute. And she left me a really nice message on the back. But thank you, Chris, for sending me the stamps. I'm going to put this card up on my inspiration board. And let me show you what she sent me. There's some cute stamps in here. But this is the wishing well that she sent me. It is a Darcy stamp from 1995, S1003. So there you go. It's a pretty good size stamp too. Really, really cute. And then she mentioned a few others that she'd send me, and this one's a little calendar. This is very useful because you can actually, use this as a background, or if you want to actually use it for a calendar, you can do that too. But it's really cute, especially if you're one of those people who likes to make, your own calendars with stuff on them, like maybe a countdown or something for Christmas. This little quilt stamp. Let me see who makes calendar stamp. Whoops, sorry. Oh, this one's Alias Smith & Rowe from Las Vegas, 1993, maybe. This one is a quilt, another Alias Smith & Rowe, and I cannot read the year on that. It's all smudged. The stamp is in perfect condition though. And then there's all these little cute stamps here, and I'm gonna say they're all from the same company. It's listed right here. Let's see. There you go. The Paper Garden. So they're all kind of like sewing themes. So I don't know if they had a name for the character that they have, but he's in all of the stamps. So got a little pin cushion. This one's wrapped up in some lace. And then you've got a little spool. And some thread. Oh, I'm sorry, a needle and thread. Really, really cute. Some scissors. They're just cute. These are buttons. And then we've got a thimble. So I thought these would be cute to use for like some of my sewing projects, like especially if you're doing a tag that has a sewing theme to it, or a stitch project. Those would be perfect. And then there's this border stamp here, which is really cute too. This would be great for cards. I don't know, who is this from? Oh, Azadi Earls, E462. And that's a good long one too. Let's see. Oh wow, it's close to 5.5 inches. So that'd be great for a card. I'm looking at the floor because I see something on the floor, which I don't know, maybe it fell down. So that's my Happy Mail from Chris. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to send you a message about that since I got it. And here is my haul. So I pre-ordered, actually, let me show you this stamp. I got this stamp from eBay. And just pause the video if you want to read it. This is an Inky Antics from Tammy DeYoung. I thought this would be perfect for some of the angels and the snow men that I have, or snow women that I have in my stash. So I will be adding that. So this is my pre-order of the Frank Garcia from Prima Strawberry Milk. I know some of you folks probably thought of me when he came out with this. Or I'd be flattered if you thought of me. That's really nice. Some people reached out and said, you've got to see this. Check it out if you haven't already. You probably have. But I wasn't really thinking about it, honestly, because sometimes when I see his, and I think I've mentioned this before, when I see his collections from Prima, sometimes, and this is probably the exception for this collection. Sometimes I don't like some of the black that he uses in his design because it's too overpowering. And I've looked through all the pages in the collection now, and this is probably the strongest image where black is being used, like you can see around the typewriter. So it's much more subtle in this collection, in my opinion, than some of the others. And that typically is what puts me off to buying the collection, because I don't want to, like, I won't use all of the pages because I don't like all the black that goes into the pattern sometimes. So just know that this is probably one that doesn't have a lot of the black utilized, and or it's very subtle. It's not as overpowering as normally you'd see it. So these are some 12 by 12 sheets that I ordered extra that have foiling or patterns that I really liked, so wanted extras of. So this one has the foil dots in it. You can see as I turn it to the light, and the foiling is like a rose gold color. Well, maybe not rose gold. Copper? I don't know. It's hard to tell between those two. So it's a really nice balance there. And there's some polka dots, and this has some like diamond shapes, like starry diamond shapes in here. See, like that one right there? It's not a polka dot. So this is the one side, and it's called Sweet Pink. And then the other is not this one. Is that the same one? Yeah. This side right here is the B side. So both really nice. I ordered extras of those because I like that paper so much. And then I ordered this one, which is berries and cream. And this one also has foiling in it. You can see here the polka dots. So I ordered a couple of extras of those. And then the back side is another strawberry pattern. So there's sliced strawberries. Really, really nice. Okay, now I don't have to choose which side I'm going to use for a piece of paper because I have extras. I also ordered some of the vellum. Well, I'll mention it later. Yeah, so the vellum sheets are all the same pattern here. And you guys know vellum is see-through, so most of the time you can actually see, you know, a haze behind it. This is a white piece of paper. Actually, it's my order sheet. Right behind it, so you can see some of the pattern. It's got some script, pink roses, strawberries, some polka dots, and leaves and flowers. So that is the vellum sheets, and I purchased 4 of those. I didn't purchase everything from the collection, by the way. I purchased some of the acetate sheets. These are all the same pattern. So this one, again, acetate, you can actually see through. It's very clear, or I'm sorry, transparent, not like the vellum. So that's why I'm holding the piece of paper behind it so you can actually see the pattern. And I was thinking this would be perfect for some covers for like journals and stuff, or what have you. Could be dividers too. This would be perfect for my recipe book, guys, because it's strawberries. Maybe in the fruit salad section. So, I ordered a couple of sheets of this. These are, I think these were $3 each. So, I ordered enough for me to be satisfied so I could have some in my stash for a little while and also use a few. So, acetate sheet, there's only one in a package. So that's what I'm saying. Now, I was on the fence with the collection because I saw this image of the girl and I didn't know how often she was used in the designs, but it doesn't seem like it's very much, because I was kind of like, I don't really want her to be appearing on all the pages, and you know, that's not my thing. The strawberries are what I was after. So after I saw more of the collection of the papers, I decided to go ahead and purchase. So this is the 12 by 12, and normally in the 12 by 12 has the foiling in it. I'll do a quick flip through in case you haven't seen it. So this is the one side. The other, you have a ledger. So you get, what, 3 or 4 sheets of each. So this is like a marbleized pink. And there's the cut-aparts. There is foiling on this one right here. And then on the other side is this sort of chevron pattern. Huge chevron pattern. I don't think I'll ever cut apart these tags. Simply, and I've showed you this one because I ordered some of those. There's a brick wall on this one side. A distressed brick wall and some more cut aparts here. These are nice. There is foiling on this one, but that piece is cut, right? And there's foiling right here. It says sweetness. So there are some really cute pieces in here. Not too many patterns. This one has a polka dot. Not polka dot, sorry. Distress splatter of blacks and gray. Well, blacks and gray and white. So that's a nice overall background sheet. And then you got this on the other side. So here's the girl piece right here. And then this sheet, which I showed you as well because I ordered it extra. It has a typewriter. And then this one. So this is more like a collage sheet sort of. And it's got foiling on it too. Right here. And then right here. And then there's the girl again. On the back side of that sheet is this polka dot and pink. Oh, there's more foiling on this side. There's a big wreath here. So normally I order an A4 pad too, but I ordered mine from a Cherry on Top, and I've just looked on scrapbook.com and neither of them had an A4 sized paper pad. So I don't know if they're not making that anymore, but they didn't have one. So there's 24 sheets in a 12 by 12, 8 double-sided designs, 3 sheets of each. So that's the 12 by 12. The reason I order the A4 is because it also has the foiling, and normally it's a good size for making 3D projects instead of having to use a whole 12 by 12 sheet, because sometimes you don't need the whole thing. I also ordered the 8 by 8 and the 6 by 6, but these don't have foiling in them. So that's another reason why I usually ordered the A4 pack, but I couldn't find one, so I don't know if they even make one for this collection. Because I don't recall ever seeing vellum or acetate sheets before. So yeah, there's no foiling in either of the smaller pads, so I did get one of each of them. I got the strawberry confetti, which in retrospect, if I could do that again, I would not have ordered it because this was not cheap. You get 3 separate sacks, and I didn't realize one is hearts, which I already have a container of the same type of mix. This one's like pink flowers, which, you know, you could interpret as strawberry flowers, like the blooms, but every time I see them, they're white. And then these little strawberry halves, which I already have as well in another mix. So I could have just skipped this altogether. I didn't realize that that was going to be like that. So I got the ephemera pieces. I got two different packs of ephemera. This one has 52 pieces and this one has 44. I'm not going to open it because if I do, I'd have to keep track and put them back all in. So not going to open it. So this one has tags, some odds and ends. There's a little fox in here and the girl's back. And then this one has her front. And then some other cards, and there's 2 cartons of strawberry milk in here. Strawberry basket. So there's 2 of each in this pack and 2 of each in this pack. So you get more than one. That's good. Of designs. And then I ordered the strawberry Puffy stickers. Now, like I said, I didn't order the whole collection. They have flowers. They also have the charms, but because I had already ordered strawberry charms, I was like, I don't need to order their charms, which are probably just the same thing. So I know I showed these in another video, but here's the strawberry charms that I got off of Amazon. And I don't know if their charms are the same size as this. These are pendant sized, but they will do just fine for my purposes. So I did not order their charms because I already had those. And I have lots of other strawberry things hanging out in my stash. So that is my Cherry on Top haul. The other thing I got in the mail today is my India ink pad from Adorn It. As an ambassador, they send us items to use to create things. And this India ink pad, it says on here, a non-smearing, quick-drying black dye ink pad, perfect for use with markers and watercolors. Now, I don't know if that's Copic safe. Hold on one second. I have no idea if these are Copic friendly. This ink is Copic friendly because I've never tried India ink. I don't have, this is the first one I've ever purchased, or not purchased, received for crafting. I'm trying to move my stuff around so I can show you. So here's the ink pad. It doesn't say alcohol markers, it just says markers. Okay, so I'm gonna test this with an alcohol marker. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Let me use a scrap. This is 100-pound paper I have a scrap of. This is Paper Tray Ink Stamper Select White. Okay, let me get a stamp. Ooh, coincidentally, I have a strawberry stamp. Okay, I'm gonna stamp it twice because I'm gonna do it with a Copic and I'm gonna do it with a sketch marker. Both of those are alcohol ink markers. So you see me do it. These are both alcohol markers. Let me see. I've got a art liner. This is from Spectrum Noir. And I also have a distress marker happening to be sitting on my desk. Can't believe I'm going to do this. So I'm not going to use the brush tip of the marker. I'm going to use the what is that called? The chisel tip, because that is the one I use the least. I don't even know how many times I've used a chisel tip of any of my markers. Maybe twice in all the time I've had them. And that's been 15 years now at least, I think. So as I'm talking, I'm letting the ink kind of dry out a little bit. I'm not going to heat set it because I don't want to. I don't want to do it with the heat set. I'll come back in later and try that out if this doesn't work. But I want you to see. So this is the chisel tip of my sketch marker. These are the Ukrainian markers that they're not new to the market because they've been out for a while. I heard about these years back when I took my Copic class or boot camp. So these are not a new marker to the to the art world. They've been out for a while, and with Ukraine's what they're going through right now, I don't know if these are harder to get now, but I'm gonna just kind of, how do I want to say this, go across my ink lines to see if it smudges the ink. And when you're coloring, I am normally a heavier colorist. I don't know. I color heavier than most people do, or a lot of people do. And I'm going to actually put this underneath a piece of paper. Oh, let me use this one because it's scrap. I don't want it to go through to my mat. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And then I want to wipe it off in case I don't want to ruin the tip. That's the reason why I'm not using the brush end, because if I do that, I won't be happy. I happen to have, let's see, this is a T2. I happen to have a double of this T2. That's why I pulled this one out, because I have a double. And it doesn't bother me because this is an extra marker. Okay, let me see. So that is I'm getting as up close as I can, okay, without making it too blurry. If you see any bleeding, then you don't want to use these markers with that ink, your Copic markers, because they're too expensive for you to have to replace the nibs. And I just bought nibs, so those are harder to get because they're coming in from Japan. So the supply chain is a little backed up. So I had to buy some in case, I want to have them on hand. So if I'm coloring and something goes wrong, I can always replace a nib. So if you're seeing some bleed, and I think I see it with this marker more than the Copic, honestly. I see it more with this one. And they're both alcohol markers, so you guys can be the judge if you want to go that way with your markers. Now this is a Smart Liner from Spectrum Noir. I think this is a dye-based ink. I don't know because I don't have something for it. I have some other multi-liners, but nothing with a brush tip. I was looking for a Sukaniko. Yeah, that's not going to help. I have a Memento. Anyway, impromptu. Okay, so this is a distress marker. It's going to be hard for you to see because this is brown. Should probably have used a lighter color. Just blowing on it a little bit. Looking to see if there's any bleed. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I pulled out my box of distress markers. I'm looking for a lighter color. There's a pen in here that's bleeding over the other pens. I store these horizontally so they don't do that, but looks like I got a pen that exploded. And this one's drying out. I don't really use these all that much, honestly. But that's okay. So that's a distress marker. And it looks like the ink is holding up good there. This is a dye-based ink. The marker is. So I think these will be fine. These, you know, these are both distress inks here. And then there's the Spectrum Noir. So in terms of, is it Copic safe? I think it is because this doesn't look like it's bleeding. And I didn't heat set it. This looks like it bled a little bit because you could see how thick the line looks now, and it didn't look like that when I stamped it. So that's this ink. Now I think this is good for watercolors, so that means it's a lot like a VersaFine ink, which is also good for watercolors. That's another reason why I've never gone out and bought this type of India ink pad, because I've got so many ink pads now that I use already for watercoloring, and for my Copics I already have multiples of those ink pads too. So I was just curious because I've never used this type of ink pad before, and we got it in our ambassador kits. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching and bearing with me if you were curious about whether this was safe for Copics. I'm gonna say it is. Got another one right here. Again, I got doubles, so now I'm going to use a brush tip. Didn't seem to have any black in there. So there's the that green is a Copic on the brush end. So if you're one of those people who lays down a lot of ink, you just got to be careful because it could start to smudge. Oh, now I see it starting to move that ink. It didn't do it over here with the chisel tip, but it looks like it's starting to get a little bit blurry. Can you see that? Like the line is starting to kind of spread a little bit. And when you're coloring with something else, like it could be your paper too. So don't get me wrong. This paper, like I said, is this is not the paper I normally color with, which I don't have out in front of me, but I wanted to test it out. I will test this on the other paper I color with, but just not in this video. So if you're curious about that, I can mention it the next time I've actually done it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the haul, and thank you for the Happy Mail, Chris. Bye, guys. See you later.